Hello and a very good afternoon YouTube, and I am in Goa and it's घड़ी भी नहीं पहना मैं. It's almost 4 o'clock now. We were supposed to head out at 3, but so as you all know, I'm here for the launch and a little bit of a ride around on the Royal Enfield GT650 Twins, which are like one of the most talked about bikes of the year. And pricing वाइजिंग भी एकदम मतलब फाड़ दिया. खैर मैं इंट्रो में ज़्यादा खींचना नहीं चाह रहा हूँ. So we were already late because थोड़ा फूड का उसका लंच का थोड़ा डिले हुआ, but finally we are getting to go. So there's quite a lot of history involved with the Interceptor and the Continental GT as well, जो मेरे को मालूम नहीं थी. So the design team had come down. They flew in from England and whatever, and they explained us all के engine के designing में, R&D में. तो I don't want to go into the depths, but काफ़ी कुछ explanation session हुआ. We went to the Royal Enfield garage and it was pretty intense. गाड़ी की एक एक चीज़ समझाए, इंजन का डिज़ाइन, ये वो हर चीज़. So all I can say is Enfield has put in a lot of effort into building this bike. The engine, chassis, everything is all new. कई जने उनको misconception है कि the GT650 is just a copy of the 535 with a different engine. नहीं, वैसा नहीं है. There's quite a lot of stuff done in. We had quite a lot of sessions which explained गाड़ी के chassis development, engine development, body development, which took over 4 to 5 years. And जितना हो सका याद है मैं बोल रहा हूँ आप लोगों को. So anyways, let's just gear up. We have time till sunset. It's already close to 4:30. सीरियसली मैं बोलता हूँ आप लोगों को, जब मैं पहले गाड़ियों पर नज़र पड़ी और आवाज़ें सुना तभी मैं सोच लिया था, बिकॉज सीक्रेटली आई हैव ऑलवेज वांटेड अ कैफे रेसर. ऑफ कोर्स इंटरसेप्टर तो इट्स अ वेरी क्लासिक एंड बट कॉन्टिनेंटल के लिए ऑलरेडी मेरा दिल थोड़ा मार ले रहा था. बट आफ्टर राइडिंग गेट्स एंड व्हाट बेटर प्लेस टू बी देन टेस्टिंग दीज बाइक्स rather than Goa. So you see, गोवा के नज़ारे. और लास्ट टाइम हम गोवा आए थे तो हमारा हाथ टूटा था. तो इमेजिन लाइफ में पहली बार गोवा जा रहे हैं आप और आपका हाथ टूटा है. आई डोंट मीन इट इन अ डर्टी वे, बट यप मतलब बेसिकली ज़रा तकलीफ बहुत होती समझो. गेट्स खाप्स शेकिंग्स द पेपर्स. क्या बोलूँ भाई, आई एम सिंपली नो. एक्चुअली लेट मी स्टार्ट ऑफ विद द सस्पेंशन. It's really soft, and trust me, my Bonnie chala, I don't mean to compare, but the closest thing I've ridden to this is a Triumph Bonneville, and must say टक्कर की है गाड़ी. टक्कर बोलते ना, टक्कर की है. And seriously, let's start off with the suspension now. Riding through these bad roads, जब से I've hit quite a lot of potholes. एक दो बार स्पीड ब्रेकर पे भी जंप हुई, but I just love the way the suspension is tuned on the Interceptor. I mean, it's really soft and supple and एकदम बिंदास गड़े वड़े सोक कर लेते चले आता. I think even on tour this bike is gonna be sweet. You see the bumps, it just wafts through the bumps. That's a lovely thing they've done to tune the suspension. And I know cornering में उसमें थोड़ी तकलीफ रहेंगी उस पर, but this is supposed to be a Interceptor, यानी हाईवे पे खाली भगा करके पकड़ना. So for that matter, the suspension's beautiful. Braking, it's really nice now. When the Continental GT was launched back a few years back, so it had Pauli shocks and Brembo brakes and all that. It's really capable. So the biggest question everyone had was when the GT650 twins were launched, they could notice that the Pauli shocks and the Brembo brakes have gone. तो सबको वही डाउट था कि is the bike's handling and braking as good, because the Continental GT, yes, it handled like a dream, but for the equipment you get on this bike, it's more than enough for this bike. Agar if you want, I think later on you can retrofit the brakes and all everything from the Continental GT, but जितना भी इस पे दिए equipment अब तक, that is more than enough. I mean, the braking is really sweet. मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना that, I mean, I just have so much to say कि बोलते ना क्या बोलूँ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, because this doesn't feel like an Enfield at all. The twin and the 270-degree firing order, everything makes it sound and feel so smooth and like, you know, a proper twin cylinder bike, classic bike ki feel aati. And you know, even when you, it's not that much of a Ravapi engine, but yeah, compared to Royal Enfield, other Royal Enfields, it's मतलब कुछ comparison ही नहीं है. If you plan to compare this bike with say the old GT or the Himalayan or anything else, there is no comparison. This is a new segment entirely for Royal Enfield. So vibrations बहुत smooth है, because Royal Enfield has done a lot of R&D on this bike, जो कि उन लोग काफ़ी समझा रहे थे हम लोगों को at the garage. So you know, a lot of development has gone into it. So even quality, fit and finish wise, that was the first thing I wanted to notice, के quality की जगह के Indian model के लिए, you know, on this specific bikes, because as you all know, the biggest elephant in the room, pricing. Enfield just killed it with the pricing. So सबको, you know, it's low key, everyone was expecting के this really cannot be happening. You know, this is really impossible कि कुछ तो there must be some catch या कुछ तो गड़बड़ रहेंगी बोल के बहुत जने वही एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे, बट अब तक तो कुछ भी नहीं है गड़बड़. The bike feels really great for this price. I mean, कोई competition ही नहीं है बोल सकते हो, man. You can see that with all the bookings going haywire already. I think waiting तो शुरू हो ही गई होंगी. So yep, क्या complain है गाड़ी में मेरे को. You know, this is a very short ride to be really saying something about the, you know, कोई major fault निकालने के लिए, but first impressions के हिसाब से I don't see any problem with the bike. You know, a lot of people think अरे price, but price is not the only thing. Price aside, गाड़ी बहुत ज़बरदस्त है. The bike is excellent. I mean, everything just falls together so nicely on this bike. और उसके ऊपर जो pricing दी है उन्होंने, so that's just the icing on the cake. So it's not just about the pricing. तो वही है. The gear ratios are really well tuned. Torque. I mean, don't expect that kind of, you know, punch you get from a Bonneville or something. But yeah, for the 47 horses, this thing is, you know, making, it's more than ample, more than enough, more than sufficient. Goa's roads, Goa's sceneries, Goa's bridges, and the lovely Interceptor 650. जिंदगी तो एकदम सेट है समझो भाई. No problems at all. Yeah, you can see even in 6th, it pulls so nicely. I mean, the power delivery is very gentle and, you know, linear on this. Even the torque curve, it's not very brash and, you know, बल्कि छिछोरी नहीं है. It is loving the suspension. It's just wafting through the. See that? You see that? It's beautiful. Augie is following me. We are heading to Arambol, where we'll meet up with Tathagat and go to some photogenic spots. कहाँ है भाई आगे? आगे भाई तो खाली मौत डाल दे रहे, ऊपर से नीचे तक फुल गियर पहन लेके मार खाऊं. ओनली किल भर रहे हो ना. अरे बड़े भाई, मैप्स मेरे का नहीं जी बड़े भाई. हेलो. This engine feels really smooth in the mid-range, you know. 3,000-4,000 पे just feels so torquey and ready to overtake. Damn, this bike is such a sweet cruiser. I think 120-130 would be the sweet spot for this. It just pulls away so seamlessly. So yeah, these mirrors are aftermarket. They're an aftermarket accessory. This gets the chrome mirrors, which are slightly bigger. This was our aftermarket fitting like here. So yes, there's quite a lot of aftermarket accessories and options available from the showroom. But the biggest accessory I want for this bike, as soon as I get it, if and when I get it, is the exhaust, because it just sounds so sweet. Stock page, an aftermarket pipe. Actually, aftermarket pipes would do wonders to this. And it sounds so sweet, like proper classic bike ki आवाज, you know, एकदम. I love it. Being very honest, I never had a thing for like Royal Enfield, but 650 बोलते हम जरा excited हो गए, because at this price point there was nothing. But चलाने के बाद मैं बोल रहा हूँ price point तो छोड़ो, गाड़ी इतनी प्यारी है. मैं तो बोलता हूँ ज़रा और महंगा भी रखते तो भी worth it था गाड़ी के लिए, you know. It's that good. The torque just wants to pull away. This is a really sweet city and cruising bike. इसलिए the name Interceptor. Am I boring you guys out with my lengthy talk? काफ़ी ज़माने से मैं कुछ talking vlog करा नहीं, उस वजह से, you know, it just takes jumps so nicely. Arambol is basically North Goa, a little bit of untouched part of Goa. उससे भी आगे there's something called Kera Beach. How many more kilometers? 7 किलोमीटर का दे भाई. और बाइक इनकी मेरी, yeah, I've ridden it through some traffic. जब से अभी मैं चलाते ओपिनियन नहीं देना चाह रहा हूँ, क्योंकि थोड़ा चलाए बाद ओपिनियन अपने दिमाग में सेट करे, माशाल्लाह, सेट करे बाद मालूम होता. So yep, riding it through a lot of traffic also, even though it's an air-cooled twin-cylinder engine, doesn't really heat up that much. थोड़ा बहुत गर्म होता, but that's very normal. I mean 390 तो हद से ज़्यादा गर्म होती है, the nearest comparison. But in a Bonneville type over गर्म, no, it's actually very manageable and very nice. Doesn't even feel sluggish when it overheats. Proper bumper to bumper traffic में तो city में test करना पड़ता, but yeah, a little bit of Goa's traffic, very. I don't feel like stretching the bike's legs because यहाँ के roads थोड़े, you know, very curvy, very एकदम गिराक कुछ भी आ जा रहा type है. But even though this bike is quite capable of stretching his legs, you know, मेरी feeling ये है कि these bikes are meant to just, you know, cruise, एकदम बिंदास ऐसे views देख लेते हुए, you know, long highway rides, just cruising, बिंदास. जब दिल बोला, जब थोड़ा ऐसा हल्का सा throttle दिया and you feel that surge of torque, you feel really happy that you're sitting on a classic, you know, वो kind of vibe के आस्ते है ये गाड़ी. खुट करने के आस्ते रही है, even though it is capable of doing that, but गाड़ी का मज़ा उसको एकदम. I'm just dying to hear this and ride this with an exhaust, man. Couple of my friends have already booked the Interceptor. An exhaust on this would be so beautiful, because it feels that the engine wants to breathe more, but the exhaust emission norms, whatever, they are muffling it down. It does sound really sweet in stock though, but it's too silent for my liking. Done. Chalo, we'll do that. So Augie wants to fly the drone, so do I. थोड़ा पुगट का drone footage मार लेंगे Augie गन से, and we're taking a U-turn. So they're saying yes, beautiful views and cruising on this. Throttle response भी क्या प्यारा है यार, even though it's not that quick. Racing engine नहीं है, but I mean it's so smooth. It's unlike any Royal Enfield. I mean as a bike, Enfield का नाम भी हटा के अगर चलाए तो as a bike, this thing is so fucking sweet. I have no words. Oh, looks like Augie has found a spot. Oh, cats, क्या spot ढूंढे भाई, तुम मौत डाल दे रहे. खड़ी जगह. Coming to the looks of the bike, I mean it looks really sweet, like a classic. The twin exhaust pipes which heat up quite a lot, they look classy and really nice. थोड़ा निकले हुए है गाड़ी से, and you know, aftermarket pipes would do wonders on this. I can keep saying that forever. The throttle bodies, they are made to kind of look like a carburetor, and simple engine design है, air cooled, but still simple yet sophisticated yet simple. Augie. Drone.
Life is
Sir.
without one.
Drone.
Yeah, I wanted to do a funny video on,
Drone flying, huh?
not drone flying, like
Very nimble and lightweight, man. Fuck. And 650, but I've ridden a Thunderbird 350. This thing feels lighter than that. Much more maneuverable and playful, बोला ना कोई comparison ही नहीं है. Oh, sweet. Where do you see a foreigner riding a two-stroke? In Goa. So all in all, winding up, didn't get much riding time today because निकले जब तक ही 4:30-5 बज गए. Oh, gets the doggies. Yeah, there's seriously been thinking about it a lot, but unable to find anything I can complain about in specific because मैं बहुत खुश हूँ गाड़ियों से genuinely, क्योंकि first of all Royal Enfield से इतनी प्यारी गाड़ी आना, Interceptor has a really nice legacy behind it. There used to be the old 750 Interceptor before, much before, which we Indians never really saw much, but yep. So it's got quite a name riding on it, and I think this thing delivers. Sala quality, the engine, the feel, everything. Rossi. It's just, it's very hard to find a difficult, spot with the bike. Pricing aside, pricing or Royal Enfield का नाम हटा दिया तो as a bike, you cannot really find much fault with this. In fact, ज़बरदस्त है गाड़ी, ये segment में कोई दूसरे है ही नहीं. And है तो भी the suspension, everything is just so beautiful, man. It's just, this thing is just tuned for the city and mild highway runs. So what would I love from this bike? Nothing really. It's a perfect package. ज़्यादा sophisticated नहीं, liquid cooling है वो, ज़्यादा advanced चीज़ा नहीं करा. It's very simple. It's yet sophisticated. It's quite a. Enfield has done quite a lot of R&D into building the engine and also the typical Enfield वालों के जो भी problems है, जो सबसे बड़ी worry उनकी वही थी. Hopefully we're not going to see any of that in this because quite a lot of R&D and testing. The guy was telling me that the engine's been redlined for hours together testing के लिए, but never once did it break a sweat. So ज़बरदस्त product है. You guys should go get a test ride क्योंकि bookings तो अभी बल्ला के रहेंगे. I'm just gonna tell you guys to go just ride it to believe it. It's a really amazing bike, and to top all this off, the pricing, Royal Enfield just killed it with the pricing and color options, everything behind this bike has a long story because Enfield now has quite a lot of international designers and engineers working on these bikes. So har cheez from the frame design to everything is just so amazing. So yes, I guess that's about it for my short first impressions. That hope that you all are going to be seeing a Continental or an Interceptor in my garage soon as my second bike. वो तो कल Continental के review के बाद ही बोलूँगा कि मैं ये ले लो मैं Continental ले रहा हूँ. So thank you guys for watching and stay updated for the Continental GT review. Price point भी छोड़ो, you get ABS, you get a 650 twin air cooled classic look, excellent brakes, suspension which is tuned perfectly, refined, good quality. So और क्या होना भाई आपको, और क्या होना. Ground clearance is excellent, seat height ज़बरदस्त है, sitting posture comfortable है for short people, tall people alike, maneuverable है. There's nothing more you could want from a classic from Royal Enfield. And the only thing missing out on is the fuel economy. Engine तो lovely है, the power band, the torque delivery very linear and very smooth, not scary. Loves overtaking. So yep, the only thing we're gonna wait is कितना देती है, वो तो ज़रा टेस्टिंग करे बाद ही मालूम होता है, ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते. Riding into some really narrow and crazy parts of Goa. I think we'll just turn back.